Thank you, everyone. I want to use this opportunity to give give God all the glory and all the adoration for giving me this huge privilege, to paint our Royal Majesty. And also, I want to give thanks to my representative here in London, Signature African Heart, for every effort, and Adla for putting everything together. So I want to say a big thank to you for all the amazing my story has always been a different thing entirely, because where I was born in Nigeria is the rural part of Ibadan, where life is always difficult. For a young child to survive, and I spent most of my life with my grandfather, who had a major influence in my life. My mom was not in total support of what I was doing, while my dad had this nonchalant attitude towards, because they have different belief entirely that anybody that wants to become an artist is totally wasting his or her time. So they never paid any serious attention to me, so they were just looking like, just do rubbish, just continue with the rubbish that you're doing. You're going to do something different. So my grandfather wanted me to become an electrician because he believed that, maybe one day I'm going to climb the ladder, and go all around. So they have different things. So they were deciding my destiny for me. But for me, I wanted to become something else. I wanted to become an artist because I've always loved to create art. Create art from the crafts, from the papers, and from the object that I can find around me. But they were looking at me as someone who is not serious. So my grandfather was pushing me, you have to do this, you have to do this. My mother was just like, when you are ready, you will do the right thing. But my dad was just like, maybe when you finish from the college, you're going to head up being a medical doctor and stuff like that. So for me, I think one of the things that kept me going was the passion and the love that I have for art. Because I believe that this thing is just natural to me. So I did everything, just to raise money, because my parents were not in support of what I was doing. So I had to look for an alternative route to get money, to get the sketch pad, the crayon and stuff like that, just to create something, because this is in my blood. So I remember that I did a lot of things. I worked at the car wash. I've hawked beers, just to get money to buy material. So my parent was there, and my grandfather, I was with him, so he always tells me, teach me the values about life, that these are the things. But from his own mind, he wanted me something else entirely. So I was just making art on my own, believe that something good is still going to happen to me. So the encouragement actually came from people outside of my community. The people that are very close, the family member are not in, they always seem like someone who is wasting his time. So I had this beautiful sister, like a sister to me, she lived very close. She has this white skin color. So she came to me and said, Femi, what you are doing is good. If you have the opportunity to travel out, you become great, you become that. So I was just like, wow, is this thing possible? So I started art gradually, and I met with some other artists. I met with the likes of Ebenezer Akinola, and there is another artist in Nigeria called Dr. Fatumbi, who played a major role in my career as an artist. So since then, I've been going all around, go to Lagos, and making art and getting some money. And I remember before I graduated from the school, I got the money that I paid for my exam from the portrait that was commissioned by one of my teachers in school. So these are the things that happened to me. And after that, I was introduced to the Lagos market, where I went to an exhibition, and I saw the painting was sold for like 700,000, and I was just like, wow, can someone pay this huge amount of money for this thing, I think that was what really changed my perception, my perspective about art generally. So I started doing and trying to improve. I'm this kind of person that always want to try something new. I'm not always afraid to take new challenges. So I always want to dare things. Either I fail or I succeed. I always want to dare something new. So since then, things have been going on well with me. And I think the official portrait that I sold in Lagos was like $120. That was the first thing that I first made. You know, it was really incredible for me. I was just like, wow, so someone can pay $1 for my painting? Like $120, I have to go indoor, I have to go into my room, you know, and keep the dollar somewhere, so I don't want to spend it. So I'll be looking at it, oh, so someone can pay $1. Someone can pay $1. And I was just like, so I went back to my grandfather, and I told him that this is what I got, that they paid me with white man's money. And he said, oh, so this is dollar. He said, I saw dollar like 20 years ago, that you are showing me dollar now. You know, those are the things that kept me going as an artist. So since then, a lot of things have changed about me. You know, the vision is becoming more clearer to me as an artist. And I want to thank God for what God has, you know, used my life to do. So that's just a short story about myself. So thank you very much.
How old was that say? How old were you when that say?
I think I was like 24, 25 days.
Because one of the things that you told me when we were speaking was that already when you were at school, people knew that you were going to be an artist. You were recognised as an artist.
Yeah.
So obviously somebody at school encouraged you.
Yeah, when I was in school, I was just making art, you know, you could sell for like $1. Those are just, you know, just for survival. You can make, I do drawing some sketches for people to survive. And you know, even in my school, they give me commission for like maybe $2, convert to Nigerian money, $3. I was getting all this money, you know.
So this is your teachers?
Yes, and you know.
So they were really supportive?
Yes.
Because of course your work is very lifelike. So I suppose you can produce a lifelike infrastructure. That's very realistic. That must be good.
Yeah.
And people used to